Something like that. Something like that.
Leave it to him.
The streak is over.
I'm having it. I'm having it.
Let me just walk out. Oh, yes! Yes!
I'm Ellie Collins.
And I'm Joel Bayer, and this is the Weekly Blitz.
I can't stop moving. I keep seeing red.
Now, we have got to start with the obvious. Did you see what I'm talking about, Joel? Beyonce is the halftime performer for the Christmas Day games.
Oh my gosh, I thought you was going to talk about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I wasn't, because this is way bigger news than that.
Yeah, definitely.
And her release video, chef's kiss, French kiss.
Mwah. French kiss. Right, so my first pick is a massive week of matchups. We had the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills, two of the best ranked teams in the league in this late night thriller. And Bills quarterback Josh Allen finally got one over his Super Bowl rival Patrick Mahomes, leaving it late with 2 minutes to go. The MVP hopeful took the game into his own hands with this incredible touchdown.
Oh, the play of the year in the NFL.
As for the Kansas City Chiefs, the streak is over. We also had the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers battle it out to be the crowned kings of the AFC North. The Ravens were fumbling around from the start, which led to the Steelers just edging it with the win.
Boswell. He's got it.
And don't forget the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears, Joel, because this is the NFL's biggest rivalry. Now think Man United versus Liverpool.
Just look at me when I'm talking to you.
The two oldest teams in the league. They've been at it since 1924, and recent history hasn't been kind to the Bears either. Packers legend Aaron Rodgers went as far to refer to himself as the Bears owner.
That's actually very disrespectful.
So disrespectful. And this season has been a shocker for Chicago with crushing losses. Caleb Williams is looking like a broken man at the moment. And this weekend, it was a close one. But once again, one final blocked field goal left the Bears just 1 point down.
And it's blocked! Oh my goodness, the Packers block it, and they're gonna win! Hey, go Pack, go. Gotta do it.
Well, it was a big week of matchups and a big week of plays, but these three had to be the top. First up, Zach Ertz with this move straight out the matrix. It was actually first ruled not in because of how insanely close it was.
I didn't think he could see the ball with DeJean in his way. Not only does he see it, he catches it.
No.
I mean, you've got to see the replay in slow motion to know that he is in when he catches it.
He
Foot's
is.
just on the ground, but that is so close.
Incredible.
Up next, we are sticking with safe hands and check out this diving catch by LA Rams' Puka Nacua.
What concentration, fully horizontal.
This is pure athleticism. Look at this.
So good.
Well done. Third and final contender. We have to give a shout out to this play. The longest receiving touchdown of the season.
Levis taking a shot. He's got Westbrook Akine breaking free.
Woo!
See ya. The play starts near enough the Titans' own end zone. It's about 98 yards, this play. Look at the pace.
The bro's so good that they can't even catch him.
They can't. It's way out in front. I actually don't know which one you're going to go for because I think they were all pretty good. Tell me, what's yours?
I've got to go for this one. I
it?
think, yes. It's probably the only good thing that came out of the Titans this week, but it has to be rewarded. It really does. Amazing stuff.
On to my pick, Joel. Did you see last week that CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys wasn't too happy when he was blinded by the sun on an incomplete touchdown?
Couldn't see the ball at all. The sun.
He was throwing some shade, excuse the pun, on the owner, Jerry Jones' choice for his $1 billion AT&T Stadium.
Could have done a better job. Oops. It looked good for the Mike Tyson fight though, Ellie. Did you see it?
I did.
Absolutely crazy. And that stadium, Ellie, is actually pretty nice. It's got basically a whole museum. And it's so big that the entire Statue of Liberty could fit into it. Even madder, its dome is so big it can actually be seen from space.
Don't get worried about that because nobody can picture it.
Although, my favourite stadium is the famous Cheesehead. Atmosphere in Green Bay is electric over there. Lambeau Field. It's an iconic bit of history. It's been there since 1957. It's nicknamed the Frozen Tundra though. It has a mad average temperature during the season of, guess how much?
10 degrees?
No, 2 degrees Celsius.
2 degrees?
Crazy.
Won't be catching me there.
Just like that. Back is back.
Well, my favourite is the opposite, sunny Hollywood, the home of the LA Rams and LA Chargers SoFi Stadium. It's the most expensive stadium in the world, costing an incredible $5.5 billion. Billion. It's got the world's first two-sided video board and it has its own theatre, its own lake and its own moat. That is royalty right there.
Insane.
I know, I love it. We haven't mentioned as well that Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium has got a pool in it.
Oh yeah.
That is exactly
we
where I want to watch an NFL game from.
Like, everyone's chilling, everyone's having a good time, the view's cool.
How do you think, though, that our Premier League stadiums stack up against the NFL ones?
Not too good, if I'm honest with you. I mean, look, the best one is probably the Tottenham Stadium. The best thing about it, though, is when they turn it into an NFL stadium.
That is true.
Let's be honest.
True.
I'm loving big engines instead.
Hello, mate. Have you ever wanted to go to a tailgate, Ellie?
I've been to one in America before, but I don't think I saw the real deal because it was a pre-season Premier League tour, and I just want to see what it's like for an NFL game, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair enough. Well, we caught up with the legend that is Justin Pugh, asking him his top 3 tailgates that we need to head to next season.
What's up, Joel and Ellie? This is Justin Pugh, former NFL player.
Justin Pugh, straight off the couch.
If you're coming over from the UK, these are the 3 places that you need to tailgate at. 1, Baltimore. You have to go to Baltimore and enjoy Ravens flock. 2, Kansas City Chiefs and Chiefs Kingdom. And 3, you're looking at it, Philadelphia, get to a night game here, you will not regret it. And go run the Rocky steps and do your little Rocky pose.
Want to reenact Rocky with me, Ellie?
Absolutely, that would be so cool. I think that's where we need to head to next season.
We need to. Philadelphia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Top of the Rocky steps, we can recreate that 100%.
Philly, let's do it.
Now, let's talk jerseys, because I want to tell you that the top-selling NFL jersey in the UK belongs to Jayden Daniels.
No way.
But what's even madder is who it is in the whole world.
Oh,
Can you guess who it is?
Easy. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes. He's the most popular, right?
That's why I'm saying it's mad, because it's not. Actually, a young 23-year-old and only in his 2nd season. The man in question is Texans quarterback CJ Stroud. And if you weren't familiar with his game, then you should be. It wasn't an easy start for the 2nd overall draft pick in 2023. Stroud's story is one for Hollywood.
And the 2023 AP Rookie of the Year is...
CJ's father was incarcerated when he was young, and his mother had to work multiple jobs to keep them from being homeless.
At one point, I was gonna place my kids in different places because I didn't want them to be homeless.
Lack of funds meant lack of coaching, so Stroud learnt the game via YouTube, studying clips of legends like Drew Brees.
It must have worked because this guy was breaking records for fun, once throwing in college for 573 yards in a single game.
You kidding me?
That's almost the length of 18 blue whales.
How extraordinary.
And he was nicknamed Cool Breeze for his laid-back approach when he broke the NFL record for the youngest starting quarterback to win a playoff game at just 22 years and 3 months old.
All I know is fire, though.
No wonder why him and his jersey are popular. This is a serious player of the future.
Check out his signature celebration, Joel. Do you want to have a go at that?
Oh, man. Something like that. Something like that.
Leave it to him, but that wasn't too bad. No, that was pretty good. Next up, it is time to drop the drip. And before I go any further, did you see that Nike actually made a t-shirt of Saquon Barkley's hurdle?
I did.
Thoughts?
Not for me.
They're not be buying that.
No, no way.
Okay, well, anyway, seeing as it's Miami Fashion Week, we are kicking off with those Vice City threads. First up, we have Tyreek Hill living up to his nickname, the Cheetah, with these shorts.
Yeah, not a fan of that. I mean, these days everyone's just wearing anything,
I love cheetah print.
No, mate, no. Next, back in Pittsburgh, we have Baltimore Ravens Lamar Action Jackson with this look.
Whoa!
This is horrible.
I don't know what's going on with me, but my fashion sense has changed since we've been doing
I mean,
these.
seriously.
I think it's bold.
He's got parachute short, to say the least, parachute trousers.
They just love a bit of Diamante, don't they, out in the NFL?
Too much.
So you're dropping it? I'm having it.
Dropping
I'm having it. Well, you're not taking any of those, and I think that we need to see something a little bit better. The winner this week has got to be this guy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, my friend.
This is drip.
This is...
Look at that.
He's
Rocking
wearing
it
that
well.
jersey better than any NFL player I've ever seen.
Great dance moves. Look at him.
Stunning.
Oh, my gosh.
For my next pick, it's time to get the stockings out for Christmas. Okay, not quite, but the king of Christmas, Michael Bublé, made the most extraordinary confession last week that he would trade in his Grammy Awards for a fantasy football win.
You know those Grammys you were talking about?
Yeah.
Have them. Give me the Pop Jazzers Fantasy Football Championship.
But it's not just Bublé who is fantasy football obsessed. Jim and Dwight may have not seen eye to eye in the office, but actors John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson have been competing against each other in the same fantasy league for the last 19 years.
Michael!
Oh, that's funny. Michael!
There are so many big names who take part in fantasy football, like coach Ted Lasso's Jason Sudeikis, and even Jay-Z has had his own league.
Just don't go to random people's leagues. It's for Jay-Z's league. When do you need me? You know?
But my favourite has to be Marvel star and Kansas City superfan Paul Rudd. Every year, the actor even helps NFL host Rich Eisen pick the best fantasy football names.
Sprinkle a little Ursay or systematic naysayers.
I think Sprinkle a Little Ursay is the one that jumps out to me the most.
So Joel, if you had to pick a fantasy team name, what would it be?
The French Chiefs. Come on.
Do you know what? I love it.
Mwah, mwah. Now, the Tennessee Titans might not be having the best season, with another loss in front of a home crowd against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, but they are convinced that they would take home a different kind of prize on their favorite game show, Family Feud. That's right, Steve Harvey.
You all know what a meme is, right?
What game show would you win, Ellie?
Total wipeout.
Oh my gosh, do you know what one I
100%.
would have loved to win back in the day?
Go on.
Fort Boyard.
I don't know
Do you guys remember that?
No, probably
For
before my
flip's
time.
sake, let me just walk out.
Well, anyway, we are going to be putting ourselves to the test with an NFL-themed Family Fortunes final fast round special. We surveyed the guys here for their top answers. We're going to have 20 seconds on the clock. So, Joel, what do you say? Highest score wins?
I've got this. I have got this.
So besides a helmet, name a piece of equipment a football player must wear during a game. Name
Shoulder pads.
a phrase that a cheerleader might say during a game.
Woo! Go Rams!
What food would you serve at a Super Bowl party?
Food. Hot dogs.
Name a team with an animal in its name.
Jaguars.
Besides quarterback, name a position.
Wide receiver.
Name a piece of equipment a football player must wear during a game.
A top.
Name a phrase a cheerleader might shout during a game.
Go team.
What food is served during a Super Bowl party?
Popcorn.
Name a team with an animal in its name.
Jaguars.
Besides a quarterback, name a position.
Wide receiver. Yes!
Joel, you got 159.
What? That's way more than me! What did you say? What was your
Things
first
that
answer?
you didn't say, Ellie. Things that you didn't say. That's what I said.
What was your first answer?
I can't remember. All I know is that I won. So it's time for the 1 minute drill. Here is all you need from the NFL in a single minute. These high schoolers had an interesting way of starting a game off last week. Yes, that is a ball being dropped by a helicopter.
Detroit Lions celebrated their win on Sunday with some Dragon Ball Z celebrations. I mean, look at that final score.
Talking of the Lions, these fans are a wedding vows goal.
Encouraging you to take annual trips with the boys to the Lions games.
When you want Devontae Adams' autograph so bad, but all you have is your burger to hand.
The NFL went all WWE on us.
Hard night for this cameraman at the Bills versus Chiefs game.
The Denver Broncos scored using the power of friendship.
To the 2, push into the 1, and all the way in for a Denver touchdown!
Former NFL player Joey Porter Sr. went nuts for his son after Joey Porter Jr. during the game-saving play.
And finally, Packers fans in Dublin had a good night.
Started getting exhausted there.
Final pick, and we are checking in on how your team stacks up this week in the standings. And with the 24-year wait for a Gladiator film sequel finally over, we are looking at the best and worst cinematic sequels kicking off at the bottom.
Bad tier, hang your head. You're the third Hangover movie. We didn't need it, and we don't need you, Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ran a third time, it'd be sort of like doing a third Hangover movie. Didn't really work out very well, did it?
Next up, you're the 6th Jurassic movie. Stop ruining a classic.
You're another Marvel movie. You're okay, but you can't compete with the Avengers Endgame. Indianapolis Colts and LA Rams, we are looking at you.
You are The Dark Knight. You're a must-see. Maybe bigger and better graphics have come along, but you hold your own and you are still great. Washington Commanders and Green Bay Packers.
Congratulations, you are Paddington 2. You've earned those marmalade sandwiches. The Queen would be proud.
Paddington 2. What? Cried for the entire thing and made me want to be a better man.
That is game week 11, done and dusted, and all that we've got time for.
Let us know in the comments who your MVP of the week is, and we'll see you next time.